Hey yo, what's on deck? Wanna know? Let's have a look at what is on deck. First of all, a loose nest, Black Club. What the hell is going on? Uh, they've been delaying and postponing renewals time after time after time. It was supposed to be in December originally, I believe, or November. It got postponed until Christmas time. Then it got postponed again until the 20th, I believe it was. And now it's been postponed again until the end of the month. What the heck is going on? It doesn't take that long to produce some decks of cards, and Sir Illusionist gets priority, and Sir have had these produced by now, so I don't know what the delay is, but hopefully at the end of the month, next Friday, it doesn't get delayed again. I mean, I'm getting tired of the delays. At the same time, I'm now getting like 13 or 14 months for the price of 12. Can't complain about that, but they haven't really had that much going on lately anyways in these last couple of months that they gave us for free. And what we want is the Gold Artifice decks, and we haven't been able to get them. Fury 11, they don't got any new releases, but for the next 70 hours or so, you can get blue Riderbacks for $1 each. I think that's a pretty good sale, and you should check it out if you like B deck or bicycle decks and you want more. Now's your chance to get them for $1. That's very cheap. And the red ones, $2.95 each, regular price. Why the blue ones aren't sale and not the red, I don't know. They must have a lot of overstock that they want to get rid of, or they're just feeling really generous. For Dan and Dave, no new decks, but they did release the new Monica DVD from Juan Tamariz about a week ago. I don't know if I mentioned it before. 5 sets, like 100. I think I did mention it before. About $149 or something like that. It was on sale that weekend that they released it. No more. For DeVoe Handlords, nothing at the moment, but as I mentioned before, they've got an April Fool's Day deck coming. They've got another deck coming, which is the Vipers, which is a new version of the Dominion, which apparently is going to have actual faces on it, whereas the last one had nothing. And there's also a new version of their Exquisite deck coming, which is going to be in a different color. I forget what color. Speaking of Exquisite, Conjuring Arts has them on sale right now. You can get 6 Exquisite decks for $49.95. You can get a brick for $74.95. Those prices are pretty good, so definitely if you're interested in them, go check them out. Big Blind Media, nothing going on. One thing I want to mention is United Cards has been down for like a week. Apparently they're working on it, they're fixing it, they're changing the ownership over, and it's been taking a while, but it should be back up soon. Speaking of which, they got a new deck coming out for United Cards. Last year they did one that was designed by Randy Butterfield of Midnight Cards. This year they got one being designed by Lautrec of Half Moon Playing Cards. They did the Bicycle Venexiana and a couple other decks before that. This one is going to be known as the Grotesque. Very interesting. Not sure how exactly it fits with United Cards, but that's what they're going with. Every year United Cards is going to be releasing a deck, and this year is going to be Grotesque by Half Moon Playing Cards. Next year, who knows? Also coming soon, I don't have a date, but a new B Miracle deck. It is a black luxury deck. Basically, it's just a black version of the last one, which was basically a B Stinger with mild color customizations on the code cards, and otherwise a fairly standard deck. I'll review it soon, probably this week. And like I said, the original was a light blue. This one is going to be black. Not sure exactly why it's luxury, but it is apparently. House of Playing Cards has released their Imperial deck yesterday. If you missed out on the Kickstarter, now's a chance to get them. They only have available the red deck unless you are a backer of their project. If you're a backer of their project, you get a special link where you can also get the Black Bicycle branded Imperial decks. Only available for Kickstarter backers. In other news, there is a new deck coming sometime this year from King's Wild Project called the Elvis. Elvis, which apparently is Latin for beehive. It's kind of got a tally-ho feel to it, tally-ho circleback feel. It's actually designed by a new artist, not Jackson Robinson, and we don't know who it is. It's a surprise. But it looks good. I like it. Coming next Friday, January 31st, to Aloy's studio is their newest deck, the Peafowl, which is a peacock themed deck. It's got like a light blue and yellow color to it. And apparently there's two colors actually. Coming this year in the next couple months to Incarded, their signature series, which starts off with a deck called Zenith, which you've seen a teaser on the website. You can go check it out on the website. You'll see that teaser. Zenith looks pretty cool. What Incarded is doing is they're going to be working with the Expert Playing Card Company, which has done decks exclusively for Conjuring Arts before, and they're going to be doing various new decks for Incarded. First one is Zenith, only 1,000 of each, pretty limited, and they're going to be on Incarded.com only, not on Kickstarter. However, also coming this year to Incarded will be the Tendril Ascendant, which is going to be the sequel to the Tendril deck, which I'm really looking forward to. Looking forward to the Zenith as well, and the rest of the Signature series. But I'm also looking forward to the Tendril Ascendant. And this one, the Tendril Ascendant, is probably going to be more than likely USB-C, just because the Tendril was. And I'm going to say it's probably going to be Kickstarter as well. Speaking of Kickstarter, what's going on there? First of all, successes. I think I missed this one before with the Bicycle Steampunk Goggles deck. That was successful. The Metal Playing Cards were successfully funded. The Serena Persian themed playing cards were successful. The Blue Fontaines, big surprise, they were successful. And surprisingly, the Edgar Allan Poe deck was successful. That one was, not really a big fan of that one, but somehow it was successful. There was some failures as well. Mainly the Bicycle Grensland from Being Poker World. I think he kind of gave up on it after a while. I didn't see him posting any updates or anything like that, or trying to get people to go out and pledge and share and stuff like that. It just died. I haven't seen anything from Being Poker World in ages since United Cards was sold to another Michael, Mike Ratledge. Since it was sold to him, we haven't heard anything from Mike at Being Poker World, and he hasn't had anything to do in his store. He gave up on the deck basically on Kickstarter, and I don't know what's going on with him. He's basically disappeared. There is some new decks on Kickstarter. The first one is the Fantastic Fur Superhero Teddy Bear playing cards. Could you come up with a longer name? This is a bizarre deck and a bizarre theme, and I highly doubt it's going to get funded. But we'll see. It's good to have a theme for a deck of cards, but when you have like 2 or 3 themes in one deck of cards, it seems a little bit excessive. I mean, you got the superhero theme, teddy bear theme. It's getting a little bit excessive. And like I said, it's really bizarre. Let me have a quick glimpse at it here. Yikes. Alright, but basically, you got all sorts of teddy bear figures on every card. There's no pips on any of the number cards or anything like that. They look like comic book pages as well, because they've got they got stuff that the bears are actually saying, and then there's more stuff on the bottom, and very colorful. All the cards have different colors on the faces, and I don't even know what the back design looks like. And it's a transformation deck as well. If you're looking for $5,000 in the last few days, they only gotten $565. Highly doubt it will make it, like I said. Another new deck is the CMYK deck of cards, which is not exactly a new deck. I got this one a couple months back off a website. It's from a company or a group known as 100, I believe, or 100 million, actually. And it is a deck of cards that is completely non-standard. It has no pips whatsoever. It doesn't even have values on the cards. It's percentages. Each suit is represented by a different color. Each value is represented by a different shade of that color. So it goes from light to dark. The darker it gets, the higher the value. And the back design is a one-way back design, which is not that great. It's pretty colorful though, but it's not really usable for anything because people will be like questioning what the hell that card is. Oh, it's the 9% card. It's the pink 9% card. Okay. And he's got the 3% in yellow. That's nice. What do we do with that though? But I mean, it's artistic. If you're into art, that's definitely good to have. I do have a review on my channel. If you're interested, go check it out. CMYK. My opinion, they launched it because the project because they want to print more. They ran out of what they had because it's been around for a couple of years, I think, at least a year. Or they're trying to get their name out there. Another deck of cards is the Type 52, which is one of those typography decks. Every suit has a different color. Hearts is red, diamonds is blue, clubs is green, and spades is purple. And then it says what that card is diagonally on the face, and then they have the suit, the pip, colored in. So it'll say Ace of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Hearts. And then they got, for the indexes, they got the letter in one corner, and then the suit in the other corner. So it's kind of, yeah, a little bit weird. I don't know if it's going to be funded or not. They're doing not too bad. Slowly and steadily getting there. And it is a one-way back design. It says Type T52, but that could probably be corrected and might be corrected because a lot of people seem to be interested but seem to be put off by the one-way back design. And the only other thing is you can actually tell what suit different cards are because they got lines that go right to the borders. So you'll see when you look at the borders, oh, this is a blue card, it's a diamond. That one's a purple card, it's got to be a spade, you know. Could be good for Magic, but I don't know. Another new deck was the Atter B. I think I mentioned that one last week. It's horrible. Then there's the Origins, which I think I might have mentioned last week as well. Definitely go check it out. That one is awesome. And if you're a fan of cards, you definitely have to get this one. And then, one more new deck of cards. A new Persian Empire deck, the Royal Edition. This one is a relaunch. He tried it before he sent out the original Persian Empire decks. And people, I guess, were a little bit concerned, and it didn't get funded. Now he's trying again, and so far it's actually doing better than some decks that have been on Kickstarter for weeks and are looking like they're going to fail. But you never know, it might not succeed. Speaking of which, ending soon, ending in 4 days, is the Bicycle 1 million from Elite Playing Cards. That one is funded. And in 12 days is the Flamingo Playing Cards, only 49% funded. Is having a lot of difficulty getting past $6,500. I don't know if this one's going to be successful or not. He has reduced the shipping costs, international shipping costs, for bricks by 25 or $225, which is a hell of a lot better than $65. Or he reduced it by $25. I don't know, but whatever. Either way, it's better than $65, but it's still expensive probably, and it's just not looking good. And he has revealed the faces on his cards are standard, but they do have some custom colorings. Yay. The Bicycle Pyromaniac from Collectible Playing Cards ends in 64 hours. The 7 Seas, Bicycle 7 Seas, ends in 59 hours. Both of those are funded. And the 7 Seas has a second deck, the Bicycle Captain's deck, which is also pretty awesome. The Erratic Kings, Bicycle Erratic Kings, whatever you want to call them, Erratic Kings I should say. 7 days left, only 40% funded. It just stopped. It just stopped, man. It just stopped. It just died, basically. Which is unfortunate, but it was going to be, but won't be, the first deck to have a Tally-Ho branded and B branded deck on Kickstarter or anywhere, basically. And it's just not going to happen at this point in time. You're not even going to get an unbranded or Bicycle branded at this rate. Another deck that's not doing too good is a Choice Playing Cards. 6 days left, only 45% funded. Again, it's another great deck, a beautiful deck. I suggest checking out and pledging for it. Same with the Erratic Kings, but they're not doing too good. I don't think they're going to make it. Another one, the Bicycle Gunslingers version 2. 7 days left, only 25% funded. It's not going to make it, but there's already talk about relaunching. I'm just not sure people are that interested in it. Otherwise, there would have been more support. And then another one is the Photographist. 7 days left in the relaunch, and it is successful, but it's not USB-C or anything. And coming soon to Kickstarter, very quickly, there will be a relaunch of the Global Unrest Playing Cards. That much I know. The Civil Unrest Playing Cards are finally shipping, and once that's done, they will be relaunching a Global Unrest. Perhaps it will have better luck, just like the Persian Empire deck. I think some people are saying, a lot of people are saying, you know what, you haven't sent out the last deck that I pledged for, I'm not going to pledge for another one. And I suggest everyone do that. I recommend everyone do that. Because they have no right to, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with it. I don't like it when they launch more campaigns for more decks and meanwhile you're still waiting for one. And another deck coming soon from collectibleplayingcards.com on Kickstarter is the Bicycle Old Masters, which basically features on the court cards world famous art like the Mona Lisa, which is right on the front of the box, and you know, like Picasso's and stuff like that. Pretty cool. I don't think there's any legal issues with that because but I don't know for sure. I'm sure they've looked into that. But yeah, looking forward to that one. That should be coming very soon. I think by the end of the month. And it'll be probably on the website, I believe in May. That's what it says on the website anyways. But it's coming to Kickstarter very soon. That's what I've got. I got lots of deck reviews coming. That's what's on deck. Goodbye.